Roderick, how are you feeling?
I have none, I come for now. We need to rest somewhere.
My friend, how are you? How was your journey? You look well, very well indeed.
I received your letter last week. It's been a long, long time, my friend. What was this mental disorder you wrote about?
It's the course of the ushers, a mental condition. I can only stand the faintest of sounds. Perhaps a loud violin. The lightest of scents. Flowers are too strong, and the dimmest of light, as you can see.
Yes, was that a doctor that just left?
He does nothing. I will die. I will die in this folly and not otherwise. All the events that will operate my soul, mind you, have no fear of death, except in eternity.
You're overwrought.
This fear has its origins with this house, with Madeline, my last relative on earth. She's so close and beautiful. Did you see her wasted state? How she doesn't see us? It's also the disease of the ushers. Catalepsy.
Catalepsy?
The pallor of the lips, the lustrous eyes, the coldness of the body, all the appearance of death.
Catalepsy is in your family.
Over the centuries we've been in this house, some of the ushers were found dead and wakened out of their stupor to find themselves buried. Some of their nails were found ripped out from their hands when tried to open up the casket lid.
Can't you do something?
Nothing helps.
What about Madeline?
She's born up against it, and I fear she's going to take to her final bed.
What about the doctor?
He does nothing.
Has he bled her?
Yes, can't help her. In the greenest of her valleys, but good angels to name. Once a fair and stately palace, radiant palace, read its head. But evil things and rough of sorrow sail the mourner's high estate. Let us mourn, for nevermore shall dawn upon his destiny. While like a rapid ghastly river through the pale door, a hideous rush forever, and laugh, but smile no more. You see, my friend, there is sentience in all things, in all vegetation, in the very stones of these walls.
Perhaps you read too much.
No, you can see it, in the very way of the arrangement, in the fungi that covers them, in the decayed trees in the yard.
Perhaps you should...
The house is dying.
Roderick.
The Lady Madeline is no more.
What?
The bed has taken her.
You mean she's...
Gone.
dead?
Perhaps. We might make sure that she doesn't have catalepsy before we put her in the family plot.
Ah, the catalepsy.
Maybe it's this house. Maybe it's this land. I wish not to inter her in the family plot before we know if she's dead or not.
Yes,
You will help me in this.
of course.
Put her against the wall.
The air is stifling. I can hardly breathe.
Place her up here. Carefully, carefully.
Asha, we can't do this. We need to do an autopsy and write out a death certificate.
In a good time, doctor, in a good time. But for now, I have to do one last look to my sister.
Your sister?
She's my twin sister.
All the time that I've known you, you never told me she was your twin. She was just Madeline. I never knew.
She is my twin sister. She has been suffering from catalepsy, and for she has it, I must have it too.
If she has it, she will wake up in her body.
Yes, doctor.
We must and won't her.
Yes.
No! And now, I must have one last look. So young. Do you see the family resemblance?
Yes. So young.
So many hours.
My friend, you need to rest.
How can I rest? I haven't slept for the last 4 days.
A fourth night now? I know I've been uneasy in my sleep, but you, 4 days, you are not in good health.
How can I sleep when I know what's happening?
That,
You hear it.
that's the wind blowing the tree branches against the house.
You haven't seen her? Stay. You'll see her.
Stop! These aren't apparitions. They are just electrical phenomena. Close the window, it's cold. You are not in good health.
You hear it.
Here, one of your favorite books. I shall read and you shall listen and the storm shall pass. And Ethelred, feeling the rain on his shoulders and fearing the rising tempest, took his mace and ripped open the door with a noise that reverberated throughout the forest.
Listen.
Ethelred was amazed to find a dragon, scaly and prodigious in a fiery tongue which sat in guard of the palace wall. And Ethelred raised his mace and struck the head of the dragon, which shrieked so horribly and harsh that Ethelred had to hold his ears as he watched the death throes. And now, the champion, having escaped the terrible fury of the dragon, approached the shield upon the castle wall.
You don't hear it?
It's the storm, my friend. It's just the wind and the storm.
You don't hear it? I've heard it. Many minutes, many hours, many days. Heard it long. Dare not to speak. Oh, pity me, we put her in the tomb alive.
No, please.
Where shall I fly? Will she not be here soon? Is she not going to upbraid me for my haste? Have I not heard her footsteps on the stairs? Do not hear the beating of her heart?
Please.
Mad woman!
Sit!
Mad woman, I'm telling you, standing behind that door!
I think she's dead, Usher.